Hey fans of communication, what's going on? This is Minang, the head of social media at Little SaaS, and in today's video, our CEO Udit Goenka is going to show you a walkthrough of how communication works because a lot of you guys have been asking about questions about communication. So communication is launching soon and it is launching as a lifetime deal on PitchGround on 27th of this month, that is Black Friday. And if you have any more questions regarding the communication app, feel free to ask in the comment section down below and consider subscribing to this channel because we're going to post a lot of videos and a lot of tutorials about communication, your help desk solution.
But I'm going to be going through a complete walkthrough of the product. I'm going to be showing everything to you guys. And trust me, you guys are going to be blown away with what we have been working upon. And one thing I can definitely guarantee you that you would want to start using this software right now, because this is something that is being built after so much of hard work by our entire dev team. We have been putting in so much effort. We have already spoken with over 200 users as of now, and communication has been built upon the foundation of users, which is you guys. You guys have helped us reach to where communication is today, and I'm so excited to share the entire journey, the entire tool, everything with you guys with regards to how the tool is being built up, what all features have been built up, some of the roadmaps and everything. And also at the very end of the video, I'm also going to showcase the live chat feature that we have been talking about since quite some time. I'm going to show you a demo of our staging server so that you guys can know what's coming up at the same time. And I hope you guys can see my screen. Perfect. So as soon as you onboard on communication, the first thing that you will notice would be this amazing, incredible, very easy to use onboarding process. This alone took us about 3 weeks to build because we want to make sure that the setup is very easy for you, where you don't have to spend a lot of time figuring things out. Definitely, we'll be adding some videos over here. The videos are still in production at the moment. So we'll be adding more video tutorials, video guides, and those video guides would also be available to you during the entire onboarding process. So that's something that we'll be improving upon the rest of the entire year throughout every single day. So as soon as you onboard, you would see this beautiful screen. And then right away, you will have an option to upload your picture. If you have already created a workspace previously, then the picture would automatically show up if you have uploaded your picture on the screen. The next over here is you have an amazing option to either select a dark theme or a light theme, whichever you want. Generally, I am the person who loves the dark theme, so I'm gonna keep it as a dark theme in this case. But if you are the kind of a person who loves light theme, then you can go ahead with that. Then right away, the very next option that you see would be you can set it up just for yourself, or you can also invite your team members. What I'm going to do in this walkthrough is I'm going to just set it up for myself, and then I'm going to come down the road how you can invite your team members even if you don't want to do it during the onboarding process. Then right away you will see that you have to now name your workspace. Now this is a very critical and very important step. You cannot miss this step because the default email address that would be created for you would be on the basis of the workspace name that you have selected. So we highly encourage and we highly recommend you to use your brand name as your workspace. So in this case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to assume that the brand name is demo. So I'm going to name the workspace as demo, and I'm just going to leave the time zone to default. For you, wherever you are located, our system communication will detect the time zone automatically based on your browser, and then it will reflect the time zone. Since I'm located in India right now, so you can see the time zone of India has automatically been selected. And that's it. The workspace is created. So ideally, it shouldn't take you more than 5 seconds to set that up. Next, you would be given an option to set up your inbox. This is again a very critical step. And usually what we have seen is the very first shared inbox that most of the companies usually set up is their support inbox. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to name it demo support for an example, right? You can name it your brand support or whatever you want. As soon as you click next, now this is where things becomes very critical. So the very first thing that you have to do is now you have to set up your first default email address. So I'm just going to name it support, and this is where I was talking about the importance of setting up your brand name, because this default URL will have that brand name for you. Because just in case if you decide not to use something like custom, which is support at the rate demo.com, just in case, then in that case you can use the default email address as well. We are using Amazon SES, so whenever you're going to send an email in such a case, then it will be sent out from our Amazon SES server. So you do not have to bear any cost if you end up using our default email address. It is completely up to you whether you want to use this or you want to use a custom email address. It's completely your call. So I'm just going to go ahead with demo.support.demo for an example. In this case, I'm going to click on next, and that's it. Your shared inbox is already set up. Behind the scene, there are thousands and thousands of codes already running for you that you don't see, and you don't have to worry about it. And now it's time to set up your knowledge base. But during this onboarding process, I'm going to skip on setting up the knowledge base so that I can show you the knowledge base live in action and also help you set one of those up. So I'm just going to skip that during the onboarding process. So if you want to set up a widget during the onboarding process, you can click yes. But again, during this walkthrough, again, I'm just going to skip it during the onboarding process. Next, you will have to set up your billing details. As soon as you have done that, you are all done. That's all that is required. So typically, it wouldn't take you more than 20 to 25 seconds to complete your onboarding process. It's that easy and it's that smooth. So now, what I'm going to do is, instead of actually showing you one-on-one walkthrough, I'm actually now going to take you to a real production server, which is our Little SaaS communication workspace that we have set up and we are already using. As you can see over here, we have resolved many tickets. There are 0 pending tickets left. That's something that we are really proud about, because that's one of the biggest reasons why we build communication, so that we are able to reply to each and every customer on time. That has been able to get solved because of communication. As you can see, we have already resolved all of the tickets. Everyone is answered. So now let's get started. I'm going to get to all of those ticketing and everything in just a moment. But for now, let's get started with the knowledge base. So the very first option that you will see over here would be that you have the option to set up a knowledge base. Now, I'm going to first of all show you an knowledge base that is already live and it's in production. And I'm going to give you a few reasons why a knowledge base is so very different and so very unique than any other product out there into the market. First, I think we are only, after doing all the research, we are one of the only few providers that is building a static HTML in real time. And that's why you see the loading speed is crazy. And we are yet to enable CDN, by the way. That's something that will be available by the time we go live into production, which is 27th. When we launch the software publicly, we will have the CDN available and enabled for our knowledge base as well. But even without that, you can see that it's loading insanely. Right now, our servers are located in Europe, Ireland. I'm located in India. So you can see the loading speed, even without a CDN. Imagine the moment we enable CDN, the website and knowledge base will just scream like a rocket. So again, that's something that no one else is doing right now. Second, what we have implemented is something known as fuzzy search, where you don't have to tie up any specific keyword. Every single content that you put up acts as a keyword. So let's say if I take pointing as a keyword and just search for it, it searches right away in less than 0.01 millisecond, basically. So it searches for that content right away. Let's take knowledge base, right? Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there are 5 articles that contains the word knowledge base, either in the slug, either in the headline, or somewhere in the content. If you pick up, let's say, menu, then again, it searches everything in real time. If I just type widget, as you can see the speed, it starts searching as you start typing. So that's the kind of technology that we have built upon. And this is something that no other providers have really focused upon. So speed has been our top priority, and we are using some of the best technologies out there, all the latest technologies out there. And that's where we have such a huge head start, then all of those established players like Zendesk or Freshdesk, where the product itself is so very complicated to use and it's very slow. And we have focused upon using the latest tech, and that's something that we are far ahead than any of the established tools out there into the market. And as you can see, our entire knowledge base is fully set up over here, and everything at the same time is 100% responsive at the same time. So right off the bat, the whole platform is mobile first. That means we have first built it for mobile, and then we have built it for anything else. So again, that is something where we are again way ahead than many of our competitors, because the moment you try to use any of those other platforms that are shared inbox, you will find yourself struggling with the entire UI and UX on mobile because they're not responsive. That is something that, again, we're very proud about, that we have taken care of right from day one, basically. So I'm going to dive into the actual knowledge base now and show you a bit more nitty gritty. So we'll start up with the settings. So you have the option to set up your title. You can change this anytime you want. Then you can set up any of the default URL, just in case if you don't want to set up and custom domain, you can just switch it off. That's completely okay. But if you do want to set that up, the very first thing that you have to do is you have to update your DNS server first and set up your DNS server to this IP address, which is written over here. And there's a guide available for you as well. So let's say if you're using Cloudflare, then in that case, just update your DNS server and add help and point it towards this IP address. As soon as that is done, paste your entire URL over here, which is going, in our case, it was help.littlesas.com. And once that is done, just hit the save button. That's all. Now give it about a minute of time, and our system will start will start the installation of SSL. It takes about up to a minute to sometimes even up to a couple of minutes, depending upon the number of requests that we are getting up. But as soon as that is done, you will see that this changes to deployed state, which means now everything is set up. And as soon as your SSL is set up, you would see that your SSL is now working like a charm, and everything is fully encrypted. At the same time, we've also taken care of all the security protocols, all of the measures. And one of the best advantages of building static HTML is that it cannot be hacked because everything is literally available. So again, all of those things have been taken care of. Now, another thing where communication as a product really shines with the knowledge base is we allow you to go unlimited tiers. That means you can go category under subcategory under subcategory under subcategory under subcategory. That's up to you how deep you want to go. We have built out a structure where we will just keep on building up the structure after structure. Just to give you an example, if I wanted to even build substructure inside this, I could have done that. So again, you have a complete control over how you want to structure your contents. You are complete in control about everything. All you have to do is just click over here. If you are selecting any subcategory, then select a parent category. If not, then just create a main category, and again, just create your slug. Another very important thing is we are 100% SEO friendly. And our approach would be always to ensure that these are SEO friendly, because once the content starts getting indexed in Google, you'll have a far good advantage, because a lot of these LSI keywords might start ranking in Google, and it could land some good LSI related keyword traffic. Excuse me. So that's something that's very critical and very important thing to remember at the same time. The next thing is articles. You can go ahead and simply add an article, select a category where you want to add the article, name the article name, slug, again, whatever you want. And as soon as you have done that, this window will show up where you can add in all your contents. So now this is where, again, we have really worked very hard, where we have made this as a plugin based editor. So as you can see, we started with few options, and now this has grown to 5 options. You can add GIF if you want to, just search for any GIFs. So for example, if I'm selecting this cat, just select this, done. If I want to move it on the right side, I can do that. If I want to move it on the left side, middle, wherever I want, I can do that. Again, you are in complete control. You can give your suggestions and stuff. You can write your captions. Again, you are in complete control over how you want to do it. Now, another very important thing that our knowledge base has that, again, a lot of companies miss out upon is restore. So let's say that if I want to move back to a 2 week update, then I simply have to hit the restore button and boom, right away, I am back 2 weeks ago. So in case, even if you end up making any sort of mistake and you know that, oh, damn, I wish I could go back like a week ago, you have those snapshots available to you. This can be so handy for you because sometimes we can understand that we are humans, we can make mistakes, our team can make mistakes. So it's we took it as our responsibility to ensure that that mistake can be corrected without you going through any hassle. So we have also made sure of that. And this is something that a lot of companies miss out on. Something this simple and this important can help you save so much time, because we know how much time one spends to build their entire knowledge base. Excuse me. Then again, as soon as that is done, you can save the draft or you can just publish the button. As soon as you publish, just give it about 15-20 seconds, and the article at that point of stage will again recreate the entire static HTML in real time, which takes about another 15-20 seconds. And as soon as you see the deployed state, that means the knowledge base updates or the new article is now live. So this is how you can set up your entire knowledge base. Now, this is where the fun begins. What we have noticed is that most companies don't have one website, and most companies require more than one knowledge bases in most cases. This is where our tool really shines, because you now can set up as many knowledge bases as you want. It is completely up to you. There is literally no stopping you. So as you can see, as soon as I've created it, it has started the deploying process. So it is creating that entire knowledge base in real time right now. It just takes some time. As soon as you see the state is changed to deployed, you will notice that this URL is going to go live. And as you can see, this looks like it has gone live. So I'm just going to quickly check. Looks like there is no content right now. So in that case, I will just have to set up some categories, some contents. And as soon as that is done, I will be all set. So as you can see right now, it has completely deployed. But this is the default message that it's showing that no content yet. Add some if you've already published. So as soon as you add some categories and some contents, it will start showing up. So just for this demo purpose, again, I'm just going to add a category as well. And I'm just going to add some lorem ipsum content at the same time. Lorem ipsum. Thank you for supporting us. And I'm just going to select the author as me in this case, and I'm just going to hit the publish button. And as you can see, it just takes a little time. So I'm just going to go back, and as you can see, it is currently in deploying stage. So we'll just wait for a little moment for this to be deployed. And as soon as this changes to the deployed state from deploying, right away, the content will be up and running. So while this is currently under deploying, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to head to the next step, and we'll come back over here in a bit, or maybe we can just wait and see. Okay, it has already deployed now. So let me see if this has been updated. And there you go. As you can see right away, everything for you is already set up. And this is again, this the slug and everything is set up, all set up. So just in case if you don't want to set up a custom domain, you can just rename this custom this URL to whatever you want. But please do remember that the slug is on first come first serve basis. So if you end up reserving an initial subdomain for yourself, that becomes yours. So that cannot be taken up by anyone else. So that's something that that you need to be a bit careful about. And if you want to reserve something, you can do it for yourself. Then you can change your themes. You can change whatever you want. You can also add your custom codes. All of those options are there. You can just keep on adding the article, give it some time, and then it will start deploying. And as you can see, the speed is again insane. It's quick, it's buttery smooth. And again, everything is right off the bat. It also creates, as you can see, it creates the entire fuzzy search engine on a fly, literally. Like I didn't set up any of the search. As you saw, if I'm typing communication, you can see it is searching this keyword right away in real time, and it takes me to that particular article. So the knowledge base is so beautiful, and we will be providing more theme options and more designs in the future. where you can simply switch the designs as well. We do plan to add that in the future, but for now, that's a default design that we have, and we've gotten some very good feedbacks for those for that design. But if you have any suggestion, please feel free to reach out to us at any time and give us your suggestion. We'll be thrilled to implement all of those suggestions of yours. Then the next very important thing is setting up your widget. So as soon as you set up your widget, it will start showing up. So what I'm going to do in this case is I'm going to first of all show you one of the existing live widget that's currently we are using at PitchGround. So I'm going to just show you that. This is how our existing widget looks like. And I'm also going to show you in just a bit what a new widget with live chat looks like, but till the end. So if you're watching this webinar, you got to wait till the end because I'm only going to show that till the end, in the very end. So as you can see, it again right away searches everything over here in real time. Purchase, support, everything, all the searches are in real time. And this is where the contact, this is again going to completely change because we are moving everything to conversational support and conversational chat and conversational talking. So that's where we are heading towards. So that is something that will be completely changed so that your customers get much better user experience and much better customer experience overall. Excuse me. So just create your widget, copy the code, paste it, and make sure that you select these settings because based on the inbox that you select, all your messages from your widget will go to that particular inbox only. And then you can also select your knowledge base. So as you can see, I've just created a new knowledge base over here, which is demo. So if you just have to make sure that you select the right knowledge base because the widget will start showing up those knowledge bases. So you again are in complete control over how you want to customize things. And we have the SSO feature, which is going to come out before the end of this month. So we have already implemented the widget SSO, but the overall SSO is going to be coming out very soon. And we'll be providing the documentation of that very soon. So with SSO, you would be able to seamlessly detect your customer name, where they don't have to type anything, their previous histories and records and everything will be shown up. So again, this is where, again, we have used the same method where you can add as many widgets as you want. If you're managing 5 websites, you can add 5 widgets and attach to 5 different shared inbox. The way you want to set up is completely up to you. The whole project is very modularized and you are in complete control over every little activity of yours. So now we'll move on to people. So this is where you can invite your team members and you can create your team. And on the basis of your team member, you can just allocate that team member, like who belongs in the billing department. So in this case, I'm the one responsible for billing department over here. So I've just enabled that. I can simply create a new team and I can just call it, let's say, tech department. I will add this and I will simply add Lucas in the tech department. That's it. And he has already got a notification that he has been added to the tech department. Now, why do you want to do that? The reason why you want to do that is because anytime any member who are in this department, and if you assign any ticket to that department, everyone in that department will get a notification. So that's where departments are so very handy because sometimes you have a lot of people in a department. So whoever gets to see the ticket first, you just want that customer query to be basically solved. So that's where people comes in. Analytics is something that we are still working on at the moment. We have a very, very raw basic analytics available right now, but within another couple of weeks of time, we would be adding more in-depth analytics for you, providing you with every possible stats that you need so that you can constantly improve. You can see how your team members are doing, who is the best performer. You'll be able to see like all of those statistics by yourself. Then moving on to the workspace setting, this is where things become a lot more critical because this is where a lot of the work really happens. So you can change your workspace name. It's completely up to you. Then you can track the emails that is being sent out from the tickets. So again, you are in complete control over that. Excuse me. Then you have the option to set up your time zone. Again, you can change that, and then you can set up your office hours. Since we are a remote company, so we are located in different parts of the world. So we don't have any specific time when we are closed or when we are open. We're pretty much open for like 24 hours a day, in short. So that's why like we haven't set up any sort of office hours. And this is where you can set up all sorts of automation. So this, if you remember, that we had released our workspace. So I'm going to be showing you a demo of a workspace very shortly. And this is where you can set up all of your canned replies. So a canned reply basically is saved responses. Hello, this is a saved response. As soon as you're done that, that's it. Just save it. You can add your tags, you can close it, and that's pretty much about it. You are set up with your entire workspace setting. Now, all you got to do is now head to your inbox setting, and this is where you can manage and add multiple inboxes. As you can see, we have two inboxes right now, one for our sales that we had just set up, and one for our support team. So we can add more. Simply go over here, add in your name, add in your default email, and as soon as you have done that, the system will then take you to the next step at that point of stage. Okay, let me just close this quickly. Perfect. So as soon as you do that, you have this option to set up your entire this. So I'm going to come into that very in just a moment. Then you can select this option that who will be the default assignee. So you can select three options, like either randomly, or a person who is replying the last reply, or a person who replied the first is a ticket is unassigned. And then you can select the from option. So when you're sending an email to someone, many times you might have seen that it might be Udit from PitchGround or Udit from Little SaaS. So you can customize that option how you want those names to come up. Then you can set up your default signature, and this is where you can be a little sneaky and you can drop in your pitch basically. So in this case, we have just made a simple pitch like communication made by Little SaaS. That's it. So you can add whatever you want. And finally, you have the option to set up auto reply. So if any one of you have sent out an email to us, or anyone who wants to experience how our live chat how our auto reply really works, can send us a simple email like hi or whatever they want to support@littlesas.com, and right away within 10 seconds you would receive an auto reply from our system right away. If you want to experience this in real time during the current live session, just send an email and you will experience it yourself. And also I might see your ticket over here and I would be happy to reply you at the same time. So you would be receiving this entire reply, and we have the option to customize the entire variable. So as you can see, these are custom variables. This is where the entire name, the ticket ID, everything will be replaced with the actual number, and then you will be receiving that particular ticket. Now this is very critical because many a times what happens is that the customers doesn't know how soon the company will get back to you. So if you send them an auto reply and just let them know that, hey, hang on, we're getting back to you in this much time, it sets up a very realistic expectation with your customers. And that's very important, to set up a realistic expectation for support. The moment you do that, they're not going to get back to you till that particular time is over, because they know that the company themselves have told them that they're going to get back to me in like 1 day of time, basically. So I'm going to wait for 1 day. So auto reply is very critical feature with regards to that. Now, as soon as there is if you don't want that, you can just switch it off. It's again completely up to you. You are in complete control. So this is where, again, you add as many shared inboxes as you want, depending upon the plan that you have. And this is where you set up that entire custom domain, custom email address. So in this case, as you can see, we have this default email that is created by the system, support.littlesas@littlesasmail.com. If you even send out an email to this email, it will still work the exact same way. Or what we have done is we have masked it out with our actual name. And this is where we have added the SMTP of Gmail, because we are currently using G Suite. And then all of the emails are going through communication, but it is going through our Gmail account using our SMTP option. Now I cannot show you this because it contains our password and stuff. So I'll just show you this very quickly over here. So if you want to just switch it on or switch it off, it's up to you. If you want to switch it on, just add in your Google settings. We again have all the guides available for you. So if you want to learn more about how to set it up, then you can simply head to our SMTP setup, Gmail. If you're using any other service, it works pretty much the same. Just click on this and just enter your SMTP server name, your username, password. Make sure that your secure is on, and then your port number. So once you enter all of these numbers, just add. And once that is done, just hit the test button, and basically you will see that everything is going to work like a charm for you. So there is a test button for that as well. I'm just going to change the password after this. So for now, I'm just going to show this. As you can see, the test button again, right away it works. Everything works like a charm for you over here. And as soon as that is done, it again closes. So again, right away, everything works right off the bat for you, right away over here. So now, as soon as that is done, you are all set up in order to start sending out an email. So now, one very important step before we move forward is, you remember that there was a default URL that was created. So in this case, the default URL, what you have to do is you have to copy this default URL. You have to head to your G Suite account or cPanel account, wherever you're heading. Click on the settings, go into your settings, and then go to forwarding and add that email over here. So in this case, you can see that I've added this email. As soon as you do that, Google will send you a verification code to your communication account over here. All you got to do is just copy that communication code, the confirmation code, and just paste it over here. That's all you have to do. As soon as you have done that, you're all set up. Just make sure to now forward all the email copies to this particular email. So now what I'm going to do is I'm quickly going to draft a new email. So this is a test email to sales@littlesas.com, for example. Hello, this is a test. And I'm just going to quickly send out an email. It has created a draft right away. As you can see, looks like somebody actually responded a minute ago. Great. So now, as you can see, I will quickly have a check. And let's see. Oh, by the way, the search feature is coming up very shortly at the same time. So we'll just wait for, we'll also just wait for that search feature that's coming out. That's really very, very, very handy. So we are really like waiting for that at the same time. So this is the test email. It has just come up over here. Now we'll just wait for it to be forwarded. As you can see, we have just received the email. So we'll just wait for that email to be forwarded over here. But until then, we'll just quickly have a check. This is our test email. So as soon as that is done, you will start seeing. Just a moment. Let me actually see where that email is. Looks like, yeah, there you go. So as you can see right away over here, this is the test email. As you can see right away over here, we have got the email. And at the same time, there is a response that came in right away at the same time. So now it looks like our account is set up in a way, our Gmail, where it's sending email to itself for some reason. So I guess I will just have to check our G Suite account in that case. So it has forwarded it to the same email for some reason. So I think there's probably some problem with Gmail over here. So as you can see right away over here, that our auto reply has been sent out, and that particular email has been sent out to our support. So I will probably set up some other email, maybe. Just a moment. I'm just going to send, this is another email to my Hey account. Perfect. And I'm just going to log into my Hey account. So I'm just going to wait for that email to show up over here in just a moment. As you can see, this is another test email. So looks like this email is still sending right now. So I'm just going to wait for it. So, by the way, that was a very good discovery that if you try to send a G Suite email from the same account to same account where it's set up, it sends it to the same email. That was a brand new discovery for me as well. So now, as you can see, the email is sent out from the Gmail. It shows that the customer has not read the email. So I will just wait a moment for the email to show up over here. And as you can see right away, here is the email, it shows up. So I'm just going to mark it done for now. And as you can see, I've opened the email and I'm just going to respond from here. Perfect. Works like a charm. I'm going to reply back. And as you can see, one more very critical thing, you might have seen that this has already detected that I had opened the email 18 seconds ago. So again, works like a charm. And this is how the entire conversation happens. And the same thing is with regards to the email as well. If I write an email from here, I will just send out an email to support@littlesas.com. Hello, who is it? I need support. Hello, can you please help me out? And I will just quickly send out an email. Now I'm going to show you the actual auto respond of the ticket. So as you can see, again, works like a charm. This is sent out and the auto reply right away. So I'll come back over here. Yep, there you go. Udit, I need support. And as you can see that everything is being set up. Everything is perfectly working like a charm right away over here. Everything is being filtered out to the perfect. So right away now I can just simply respond back over here. Testing. I will simply respond. And as you can see, since there was just one auto reply that was sent out, right away we did not send the auto reply because it could lead to spam. So we have also ensured of that option at the same time if you look at over here. So now it has sent. Oh, by the way, I forgot to show one more very critical feature. So I will simply write, hello, this is another follow-up. So now when sending this out, you have an option to undo. So I can always undo my sending. In this case, this email has been sent out. So I'm just going to head back. And as you can see, the reply is back, testing. So everything works like a charm. It's under the same thread of the same reply, as you can see. So the thread has been created perfectly well and everything works like a charm over here. So now you are completely set up with the entire conversation. You are completely set up with the way you want to communicate and you have all the details. Another very important thing that you might want to look into is if you want to look at the original, then we have that option. So this is the raw URL, a raw email, by the way, that is being sent out by any system. So in case if you want to see the raw email ever to find out more details like the IP address from where it was sent from and all those details, all those are always forwarded to you. So you can always check that. It's hidden by default. Just click on it and you will be able to see that. So this way you have your entire threads, everything set up. And you might have noticed as soon as I replied, the ticket got assigned to me automatically. So now this is where you can also write down your notes. So notes. Again, if you guys have any questions, just start dropping your questions. I will be taking up your questions very shortly. So as you can see, I've written down the note over here so that if any of my team member wants to see, they can. The mention in the note is coming up very soon at the same time. This is where the canned replies are very handy. Check this out. Boom. I can just select if you love being lazy just like me, then canned reply is probably going to be your favorite feature. If you want to add anyone in the CC in the active ticket, again, you can do that right away in the system. You don't have to worry. And this is where the workflow comes into picture. So now we're going to do some magic and we're going to set up our first and we're going to set up one workflow for now, but you have a complete option to set up as many workflows as you want. So in order to do that, we will simply head to workspace setting. We will head to automation and the workflow that we will set up would be move to sales, right? And we will make it a manual for now. So manual meaning that I have to click on the workflow to trigger that. I'm going to click on next and I'm going to directly set up a condition directly set up an action because it's a manual trigger. So if you want to make it automated, then you just have to set up a condition. In this case, the action would be move to sales inbox. That's the only thing that we are setting up. So I'm just going to save the workflow and I'm going to close it. Again, I'm going to just save and close. And that's it. I'm just going to close it. Save and close. Move to sales. I'm just going to enable it. And I'm just going to save and close it once again. So as you can see, this is now enabled. So now let's try to move this to the sales channel. This is again currently in beta feature. So we have heavily tested out. So in case if you see anything wrong with any of the workflow, do let us know. We have again tested it out very heavily. And as you can see, right away, the email moves to this inbox. Now, anytime I start replying to anyone, it will be from this email. So this is a saved response from sales@littlesas.com, right? So I'm just going to send this email now. And as you can see, again, you have the undo option. But this time I'm sending the email from sales@littlesas.com. So let's see in case if things are set up properly, then it should send out. If not, then it will probably throw an error. So we'll just see. And boom, as you can see, it has now sent out, and we'll head to this account again. And there you go. As you can see, now this is where the communication software is so very beautiful. It didn't send an email as another new email. It has sent it in the same thread. And that's something it took us months and months of work to achieve that. So as you can see, even though it is the exact same email, we changed the email address, the same content, same thread, and hey.com has detected that thread automatically. Now that is because of the work that we have done and the optimization that we have done when we are sending those emails. So that's why you see all of these emails under the same roof, and you can see all of these responses coming up from the same roof. And now that I've opened, I'm going to again head back to communication. As you can see, it detects again right away. Now this is where you can manage to add your tags. You can manage to add whatever tags that you want. So I will just create a new tag and I'll just call it awesome customer. And I'm just going to name it, let's say blue. Create it and just select that tag. And that's it. The tag has been added. So this is where the tags come very handy, because when you are clicking over here, you can filter things out on the basis of tags at that point of stage. So all of these things is possible. You again have a complete option over how you want to really filter out everything on the basis of time, on the basis of tag, on the basis of who is assigned to what ticket. So if I see over here and it's assigned to you, these are open tickets that is assigned to Udit. If I select all open tickets assigned to Lucas, you will see that he has no tickets being assigned. So you again have complete filtering option. You can sort it by either last message sent time or thread created time. You again have all the filtering options available for you. This is where you have a complete notification panel. And by the way, this is a global notification system. So even if you get a notification in a second or third or fourth or fifth workspace, you will still get the notification. So this way, you're not going to miss out on any notification at any point of stage. So this is how the system works flawlessly, very smoothly. The workflows are so very solid. You can, again, just turn the manual workflow into an automated workflow. The system is so very robust, even at the current stage, that you will fall in love with the entire software. And again, we will be doing a lot of videos of the workflows, of the automation, everything. We will be doing a lot of those videos for you very shortly. So I'm really very confident that you will thoroughly enjoy every bit and every little things about this software. You will truly fall in love with communication as a software. We have some exciting stuff coming up. We have live chat, fuzzy search coming up. We have a visual builder coming up. Then we have our brand new editor. This entire editor that you see right now is going to completely change. By the way, I forgot to show one very, very handy little feature that again is something that you will really love. So if you have written a lot of things and you are again lazy to clear all of these things, you can just hit the clear input button. Again, we are working to the finest and the finest of detailing for you. Again, if you want to assign this ticket to someone else, for an example, you can assign it to a team member, you can assign it to an individual. It's completely up to you. You can search for that team member. It searches in real time. Everything is flawlessly real time. You will love that. And we have chatbots, we have email marketing automation. These are some major features that's coming up over the course of next 6 months, but a lot of small features that's going to be coming up at the same time. Guys, again, if you have any questions, please drop them in. I'm going to be taking up all those questions in just a moment. Meanwhile, I'm going to actually show you the upcoming live chat feature on our staging server right now. So again, this is just a demo link. So as you can see, this is how the widget will look like. And as soon as you come over here and you type hi, for an example, the entire live chat begins. And as you can see, it will start showing up the live button over here. I can join the thread and I can just start having the conversation. This is live chat and it's awesome. I'll send this, I'll go back over here once again, and right away it comes back over here once again. So as you can see, you can just keep on having those conversation on and on and on. The live chat works flawlessly. We again are going to be improving and adding some more things and some more features like scene and all those things that would be available very shortly in just maybe like another few days as soon as we release the live chat. But it works like a charm. This is our brand new widget, and there are some very cool stuff that we have done. And this is something that only we as a company have done, is something which is email verification. So if this conversation is locked, you won't even need an SSO. If you're not a technical person, you can still manage to retrieve the emails, previous conversation of your customers if they just verify their email that is in the system where all the tickets are associated with that particular email. All you got to do is just click over here and send an email notification, and it sends a 6-digit code. And once you verify, you're all set at that point of stage. So the live chat is coming up very shortly, and we are absolutely thrilled to show you that, because again, it works flawlessly. You can assign this ticket or live chat to anyone else that you want, and you will thoroughly enjoy using the entire platform. This is again gonna just improve. This is just the beginning, and we are really very excited to launch communication on 27th, and again just show you the raw power of communication, what it can do even at such an initial stage. You can see that it literally handles the entire support of ours. Everything is running so very smoothly like a charm. In this entire demo, we didn't come across a single bug. It is that stable. We are so proud to say that it is almost about 96 to 97% stable as of now. And we will be again constantly working on improvements. Things works absolutely brilliantly. And I really hope that you have enjoyed this demo. I really hope that you have really liked the software so far. And I really hope that you would be supporting us with communication, and you would be grabbing a license, because your support means everything to us, and we are working very hard on this product just for you. And we really can't wait to see this tool in your hands. So I'm just going to see if there are any questions so that I can take up those questions. Loving the fuzzy search already. Then Venkatesh is saying we can definitely. That's awesome, Venkatesh. Then I'm just going to see if there are a few more questions out there. Um, no, I guess that's pretty much about it. But guys, once again, give it a go. Give the software a go. I'm very confident that you will thoroughly enjoy the software, and we really look forward to your feedbacks. If you have any suggestions, just let us know. We have videos coming up. We have a lot of things coming up, and we really hope that you truly enjoy communication, and this helps you to achieve zero zero tickets. Like, you're able to resolve each of your customers, and happy customers is happy company. So you can only grow your company when all your customers are happy. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you again have any other questions, feel free to reach out to me anytime. I'm more than happy. And I hope this helps you to get with your communication account, get started as soon as possible. So with that, I'll be wrapping up this live session, and I'm going to be doing more of such live sessions with you guys to help you onboard the entire software. Until then, have a good day, everyone, and we really hope that you guys will be supporting us with communication. Until then, have a good one, everyone.